Okay,
Okay.
all right. I
So just
record
go
it.
ahead. Just go ahead, Mr. Justice?
Uh-huh. So
So
I
you
was
want me
saying
to
that
you want me to talk
you,
about prospecting merchant, how to bring in merchant, their advantages and stuff. Is that what you are talking about?
yeah, yeah, how to bring merchants,
Yeah.
because a lot of them have been asking me questions that if they accept TBC or the Kringle, how are they going to improve their business since where they also go for the goods, they don't accept Kringles. So how are they going to benefit? How would that improve their business?
Okay.
So I want you to talk about that and how we can convince them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We have three main issues we want us to talk about. Prospecting. I don't know whether it's new merchant or new members. I don't know what level you are talking about. But let me quickly talk about merchant. Um, um, Let me start with Mr. Justice about merchant. You said you are meeting merchant and they're asking you the advantages, how that can improve their business and all that. Like if you look at what I just read here, what I just read, this is something I'm using. I've printed this, many of it. I'll be printing like 1,000, and it reads that our Kringle community would like to support your business with a free offer to advertise your business in our merchant listing, established on March 21st, 2016, with about 4 million members today, of which 70,000 reside in Cameroon. One of our consultants will like to make a 5 minutes appointment at your place of business to set up the free listing. Enjoy the benefits of associating with our goodwill type community that empowers people, and may this relationship empower you and your enterprise at no obligation or cost. Now, you see, this is a write-up where, like an invitation, all right, that you can give to a merchant. Sometimes you can, if you can't find the person, you can leave that there. The secretary can give the owner, you know, and pick an appointment with him or her. One thing you should know is that merchants are always looking for where to advertise their businesses, right? They are always looking for that place where they can advertise their businesses for a very minimal cost. And when you start showing them places where they can advertise for free, then that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So answering your question, what are the benefits of a merchant coming in, and how can they use TBC to increase their business? There are a lot of. Let me give you like 7 benefits. Are you ready for that? Let me give you like 7 benefits becoming a merchant, or 7 benefits that you can actually give to a merchant. Are you ready, Justice?
Yes, please. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
because
I'm
some of
writing
us,
it.
some of you, the benefits are there, but you don't even know how to place it. You don't even know how to fix it and make it look sweet, appetizing. You don't know how to spice it. You know, the first thing is that once you meet a merchant, he should know that you are bringing in, you have a platform that is bringing together consumers and the people and the merchants together. You know, make sure you select the language you are using. You have a platform that is bringing in consumers and the merchants together, and you already have a community of almost 4 million members. You know, that is already a thumb up for him, because that community is there. All right, that community is there. So you have a platform to bring in merchants and the consumers together at no cost. All right, at no cost. Now, if he shows some interest, what are the advantages? Let me tell you the first advantage. The first advantage is that he is going to, the first advantage is that he, excuse me, please, let me get somebody. Okay, so the first advantage is that uh, the person or the merchant coming in advertise his product for free. Somebody do. Yes, the person advertise his product for free. That's the first advantage. And you already have a platform of over 4 million people, or you already have a community of about 4 million people. That's the first advantage, all right? And the second advantage is that he is going to have the privilege, okay? He is going to have the privilege to associate himself, okay? He is going to have the privilege to associate himself with other business people for free on your platform. Association is very good. Maybe if he's dealing with building materials, he might be able to meet people who are also he might be able to meet people that are dealing with house planning, or that are dealing with contracts, you know, that they can always come to him. He might meet engineers. He might meet engineers that always have contracts. He will meet them on our platform. So you will have the advantage of associating with other business people. And also, another third one is that he is going to have a wallet with us for free, right? He's going to have a wallet with us for free with 250 kringles that he can spend up to $50 per month, per day, for free without anything coming out from his pocket. That's a third advantage, all right? That's a third advantage. So he already have a wallet for free, all right? He has a platform for free, all right? And then he already have, he can associate with other business people still for free. Now, listen to the fourth advantage. Now you now tell him he can have added advantages. He can have added advantages if he decides to be an active member. If he decides to be an active member, and for you to become an active member, that's when you now pay your admin fee. And he will now ask you, okay, I want to pay my admin fee. What are the advantages of being an active member as a merchant? Or what are the added advantages? You now tell him those added advantages are one. Okay, like that's the fifth one now. He is going to receive fundings. He is going to receive fundings to increase his business in a year from now. In a year from now, by the end of 2021, he is going to receive fundings about $500,000 every month if he decides to be active in the community. He receives fundings. Listen to the word that he used. Don't tell him that he's going to receive some money. No, tell him that he's going to receive fundings for his business, about $500,000 within a year from now. That's a fifth advantage. And he again, another advantage is that what? If he decides to bring in more of his collaborators who are also merchants or active merchants, he's going to benefit extra fundings in the name of Bitcoin bounties that he can actually use it the next day. You see that? That's advantages. And another advantage, again, you tell a merchant is that what? As a merchant, he is going to benefit from the community. Okay, he's going to benefit from the community if and only if he decides to bring in or to accept just 10% of the digital currency you guys have. If he decides to accept just 10% of the digital currency you are offering, you are going to bring in, like if it is Ghana, I don't know how many people are in Ghana, he is going to bring in thousands. You are going to send thousands of people to come to his shop. And another advantage, listen, another advantage is that you as the sponsor, you are going to train his secretary or his manager to benefit from, or to benefit how to bring in more people. And that will enable him to earn some Bitcoin that can be used as more funding for his business. So you're going to train his staff. He's going to train his staff, and the staff will now be able to prospect new members that are coming in. Do you get that? His staff will be able to prospect new members that are coming in, and those new members that are coming in will generate fundings for his business. Because when those new members come in and they are active, or the clients that are coming in and they are active, you can also advise him. All right. You can also advise him that if he accepts 10%, his customers that are coming to the shop, you now introduce it to them, they will register because they know that tomorrow they can come and spend it in his shop. They know that tomorrow they can come and spend their kringles in his shop. So once you get the clients registered, you benefit some bounty. But there is $500,000 standing by waiting for you by the end of 2021. Just tell him that one is being given by the administration for all the merchants. Who would not want to benefit or position himself? In a year from now, even if we are not doing TBC, I'm not sure we'll ever make $500,000. And if a merchant is want to come on board and you are promising him or telling him that if we become active, if we work hard, this is what you stand to gain. I don't think he has any objection. He will not have any objection. And the merchants, they have the money. So paying the admin fee will never be their problem. So don't only tell him that it's free and you stop there. No. Tell him that it's free, but he can benefit fundings for his business if he positions himself to become an active member. You get the logic. By so doing, he will be paying his admin fee. You will be making $12.5 from that, and he is going to bring more of his collaborators who are also merchants, and they will make money from that, and everybody will be happy. That is it. I've given you like 7 advantages of that you can tell a merchant, that you can give a merchant to come to your business. And with your working tool that you have, your business card that you need to have a business card like this. You need to have those cards, and you can now share. So that is it, guys. That is it. All right, let me hear from you, your questions, your reactions about this small training. Michael?
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Mbe, for this great training. So please, if you have any contribution or any question, you can just indicate. Raise your hand, you can indicate so I call on you to ask your question.
All right. I think John Wood has got a question.
Okay. Yeah, John Wood.
Question,
please, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Mr. Mbe, thank you very much for the actual this lecture. You really opened my eyes. Actually, I was even planning about what can I tell these merchants when they ask me about the advantages. But with all the steps you give, you eat very well, I can go to the feed. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, John. We have Eben also.
Yeah, Eben. Okay.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Ambassador Mbe.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. What I would like you to do this morning, I was with you, but I would like you to leave a picture of your ID, the ID that you did, and then the ones that you laminated. Place them on the chat, our chat, so that at least we can see and then look at it and use it as an example.
I don't know if the chat can actually take a file, but I actually
just like I don't know how the way you gave us the.
Do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah. If your card, just like you have your card.
Yes, I have sent it in our group.
How can you place it on the chat?
Michael got it. So
okay, so we'll get it from Michael.
Yes, get it from Michael. It should be in our group now. So get it from Michael.
Okay.
So Justice was the one.
And then all the others are with it, right?
Everything are there. You can
all the others are with it.
No, you can edit it. You have to edit it. I'm putting my address. It shouldn't be your same address.
So yes, I know.
Yes,
I know.
You can.
That's what we want to look at, and then change it for our own addresses. Thank you very much.
The main thing is the idea behind it, and the knowledge how to put that into application. I think Justice was the one that ignited this conversation. Let's hear from him, Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Mbe, thank you so much. In fact, In fact, I'm so grateful. And for now, I'm so convinced I can go. I have jotted and written everything, all the seven. And I think when I sleep, I also think about some. So I can go out there, convince them, and bring more on board. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
You're welcome, Mr. Justice. Okay. Who else do we have? Any other question?
Any other contribution or any question? I think that's all for now.
All right. Okay. So Michael is going to have the.
Okay. We have the last.
We have Michael. We have another Michael. Yes.
Yeah. Ambassador Imbe, good afternoon. Welcome to Ghana.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, my favorite. We have two list a merchant listing and then the actual link for merchant. Are they the same or they are different?
They are different. They are different.
Okay. Now, I opened the merchant listing and I saw you need to take some pictures of the shop. In case the individual who doesn't have a shop, can such a person leave that portion and then fill the form, or one need to have a shop to take those pictures in front of the shop?
The merchant, you can put it, if you are a merchant, I do not have a shop, you can actually put a picture of yourself. You understand?
Put a picture.
You can put a picture of yourself, or a picture of what you are dealing with. You can put it there.
Okay. I think I'm okay with that. But the packages, I think that as admin promised, they are yet to come out. Apart from what you told us.
Packages. What packages?
For the merchants.
So, I don't
understand. Admin promised that the package, you write a package this month for the merchant that will be listening. And I say, what you just told us, how to recruit them, is that the same thing, or we should be expecting?
No, admin
the
said
package for
next month. Listen, admin said next month, each and every one will be able to bring in one merchant.
Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah.
Now, I've told you about fundings that will be available.
Yeah.
When you tell a merchant, we have the rotator program, which is a funding program that the merchant can use it. So, if provided they are active in the community.
Okay.
So, do not promise what is not existing. Promise only what you are able to show and what they can see.
Okay. I have a private.
Another question? Okay. We have another person. I think Ismail. Ismail. Michael. We have Ishmael.
Yeah, good day, everyone. Good day, Mr. Imbe. Hello.
Hello, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Imbe, please, I have a question which I want to ask.
Yes.
My question is, one time I meet a merchant and then this merchant asked me, okay, fine, if he accepts the Kringle and people use the Kringle to buy things from his shop, after the product got finished, where is he going to get another product? And where, how is he going to use the Kringle to buy the product from another shop? That's my question.
Yes, that's why you don't need to ask merchant to accept a certain quantity that will affect his business, because he needs to refill his shelf. So what you need to do is tell merchant he can start even for 10% or 20% of his profits. Let's say if his profit is $100 for an item, or maybe $50 for an item, let him accept even 10%, which is just $10. He will not die for that. And then once he remains active, he is going to benefit the rotator program, which is a funding program for the merchant. And at the same time, he can benefit Bitcoin Bounty if he brings in more merchants and participates in our trainings. And you as a person, will have to train his secretary or his staff so that they can also train the customers that are coming in. He can actually introduce TBC to the customers that are coming on board. And when those customers also register, he makes some Bitcoin bounty from them. And that way, he's going to raise funds to refill his shop.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Imbe.
You're welcome. Okay, Michael, we have another person. We have Nomu, I think. Nomu Adjik.
Yeah, can I ask mine?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for the presentation.
Yeah, please, we can't really hear you. Maybe you should bring the mic closer to your mouth.
Yes, I'm saying that I was with you this morning.
Okay.
But I couldn't understand the point very well, but now I understand. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Last Friday, I was with a merchant. After explaining everything, he asked me, so what do I benefit from this? And I told him, first of all, I get a 30 TBC every time I do my wallet fee. I also explained the rotator program to him, also the founder.
Yeah.
He was convinced with this, but I think that you have given us all tools that will add up to what we know, and I believe that will convince them more. So thank you very much for the explanation.
You're welcome. One thing you should know is that it's very important to use the language that merchants are familiar with. Merchants, they like money. When you tell him about rotator, he start asking what is rotator. Tell him fundings. Tell the merchants they will receive fundings. That makes sense in his mouth, in his ears. He's going to receive fundings for his business within a year from now, provided he's an active member, provided he's an active merchant. An active merchant is he that is participating in, he's paying his admin fee every month and also bringing in more people in the community and more merchants too. That's an active merchant. So he can only benefit if he brings in more of his friends who are merchants, all right? If he brings in more of his friends who are merchants, and if he is also paying his admin fee every month, that's an active merchant. And participating in our training too. Okay? So that is the words, that is how you should place the words in front of them. He's going to receive funds. When you start telling him rotator, you start asking what is rotator? And this is, tell him he will receive fundings for his business.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Michael, who else do we have? Okay. Michael, you are muted, please. We can't hear you. I think another Michael is still.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would say how to change the bounty, the Bitcoin address. If one have a problem, how do we change it? I have a problem with mine, the one that I enter at my Bitcoin color, but I have a problem with my password. I cannot use it any longer. I want to change it.
Yeah, yeah, you need to come closer to Michael since you guys are in Ghana.
So that the process.
Yeah, you come closer to Michael, and
okay,
he is going to help you change that. But sometimes you have to go through support. You have to go through support for your Bitcoin address to be changed.
Okay.
So Michael can actually help you set that up.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mbe. I think that's all for now. So maybe we can move to the next one. People are commenting and prospecting, please, prospecting. Maybe this one very brief, and then we shall take.
There are many ways to prospect. I'm prospecting online and offline. Let me tell you, for example, if you want to prospect offline, right? Let's say I prospect even in the plane. If I prospect in the car, I prospect anywhere. So let's say, for example, you don't have to be, for somebody to talk to you, right? You don't have to follow the normal routine. You have to find an atmosphere where you guys, a common situation that links the two of you together. For example, let's say, for example, I am in a car and I'm like, wow, this car is really hot. Wow. If there is somebody by you, like, wow, are you feeling the same heat I'm feeling? You know, you already have something to discuss. You'll be like, wow, maybe the AC of this car is not working or something. Sometimes you can actually ask people, when you are seated with somebody, you can like, what time is it? You know, you can ask them like, what time is it? And the person will be like, okay, it's 4:30, and or it's 4:15 p.m. or it's 2 p.m. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I never wanted to really ask for time. It's just because I wanted to share something with you, you know, and you can take it from there. I belong to a community. And we are looking for people that are looking for jobs. We are looking for people that are actually looking for jobs because I belong to a community where we are sharing digital gifts. And these digital gifts, we need more people that want to that can help share these gifts. So, do you know somebody? Do you know somebody who is looking for a job? I don't know if you know somebody who is looking for a job. You know that obviously he knows somebody who is looking for a job. I know somebody who is looking for a job. He would definitely know. He might even be the one. You know? He might even be the one. Now, sometimes also you can meet somebody in a restaurant. You can meet people. There are just a lot of tips that I can give you for offline prospection. Sometimes you can even ask for direction. You can ask for direction, please. I'm looking for a street number, junction number. You know, just say something. Just start a discussion. You are meeting for the very first time. Start a discussion. All right. Actually, I know the street very well, but I'm talking to you because I wanted to present to you an opportunity. I want to tell you about an opportunity, if you don't mind. Just give me like 2 minutes of your time. Well, belong to a community where we are looking for people. We are hiring people to help share us some digital gifts. I don't know whether you know some people who are looking for jobs. That is it. There you go. You see? Okay, now, that is just a kind of tips for offline prospection. For those that are you might want to do a kind of online prospecting, and you want to go to groups. Okay, you have to. The first steps is joining groups. Clean your Facebook page. The mistakes most of you are doing is that your Facebook page is never active, is never lively. Your Facebook page should be filled with family things, enjoyment, living your life, feeling happy. Because happiness is being attracted. If people see you happy, they will like to be around you because you're a happy human being. It's a natural phenomenon. So make sure that you clean your Facebook page, and your Facebook page that you are cleaning should have pictures of you and your family. It shouldn't only be business. No. They should know that you are living. You are a living man and you are living your life. It shouldn't only be business. That's wrong. That's not good. You understand? So that's the first thing you need to do. Then you clean the people that you have nothing to do with. You clean them up. You unfriend them. Now let's go for business people. Let's go for business partners. Let me show you how you go for business partners. Are you ready? Now,
yeah.
What do you do? How do you go for business partners? How do you go to people that are in the same mindset like you? You go to groups. That's, for example, let's take a common example. Now we are on lockdown, even though it's somehow relaxed in Africa. But majority of the countries are on lockdown. Go to the groups that are against lockdown. Go to groups that are against lockdown. Groups. There are groups that are against lockdown. There are, if you go on Facebook, groups that are against lockdown, you'll see hundreds of groups. Join them. If you see groups that are against vaccination, join them. If you see groups that are against what the elites are doing, join those groups. you might have like 5 groups. Each of those groups will have like 40,000 people. Each of those groups will have like 10,000 people, 5,000 people, 2,000 people. Good. You're good to go. Are you ready? Go to private chat. Private chat the people, and you can say, for example, let's say the group is against vaccination. You private chat them. You say, I found you in a group that is against vaccination. I am also, you say, hello, I found you on a group that are against vaccination. And I am also one of those that are against vaccination or the COVID vaccination by Bill Gates. So I hope you accept my friend request. You know, so your introduction of the language should be like, I found you in this group. I hope you accept my friend request. Send a private message, and then you send a friendly request. Private message, friend request. Private message, friend request. Private, do it like 50. Don't want to do like much, because if you do like 100, Facebook will start flagging your account or something. So you just have to do like 20, 30, 50 per day. I found you in this group. I hope you will accept my friend request. Hello, I found you in this group. I hope you accept my friendly request. Now, those people, some of them will come and show you a thumb up, like this, thumb up. Okay, fine, good. All right, okay. Some will just accept your friend request. And now, you now appreciate them and thank them for accepting your friend request. And you'll be like, okay, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. I am one of those that are against all this bullshit lockdown that we have, or all this vaccination thing. So you can now ask him, are you still on lockdown too? You see the way I'm going. I have found a common ground to discuss with those people. I have found a common ground to make sure that there is a discussion flowing. And now, once you now say that he will not tell you, yeah, I'm also against that, it's just bullshit, blah, blah, blah. He will just tell you, it is giving you an opportunity to know whether he's against this lockdown or not, or he's against maybe this COVID thing or not. That is a ground for you to understand that just that statement. And if he's in agreement with you that the people need to wake up, you say like, you cannot discuss from your heart, saying that, you know, sometimes I feel like humanity is really sleeping and we really need to wake them up. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone in this world, that I'm trying to wake up humanity. Thank God that I met you. Thank God that I can find somebody who sees things in another way. Thank God I can see somebody who is awake. It's quite refreshing. Yeah. He will also, let me tell you, when I meet whites and we are discussing with this, when I'm sharing my thoughts, they flow with me. They just flow with me. Like, yeah, man, it's crazy what is going out there. I'm telling you, people need to wake up from their sleep. People are like sheep. The majority don't want to wake up. I'm going crazy. Those are the kind of language that they tell me. It's the kind of things that they tell me. And you're like, okay, thank you so much, and I'm happy. I'm happy you are here with me now. I think I'm doing our best. And now, you now tell him that you have a community. We have a community of people that are thinking in the same direction. And I hope that you join us in this our community. You now go and copy our Facebook page, TBC Payday Rally link, and send to him. Boom! Do you see that? You now go get that and you send to him. And once you send that to him, boom, he will now see TBC Payday Rally group is filled with information. Informations are always going there. And he will start, and then you will jot his name down. If you talk to 50 people, from my experience, once you send in 50 messages to people, you have at least 5 or 7 people that will react. That's from my experience. Okay, you have like 5. And then you jot down the names of all those 5. Okay, you jot down the names of all those 5 people, because they are now your friends. They have accepted your friend request. You are now interacting with them. We call that accountability. We call that keeping track. You keeping records of what you are doing. Personal discipline. That is what you should be doing. Now, you know, you can now send him 1 or 2 videos, 1 or 2 videos, boom, boom. Those videos, like you can now send him a video that is saying that, like, for example, let me show you another video I always send to people. Let me show you, like this video. You now send it to him. You say, look at, watch this, check this out. Let me give it here. You can now give him this video, like, check this out and tell me what you think. You now send him this link, boom. You see how people will be manipulated. You give him time, relax. You have many people to talk to. He's not the only one. And you give him some time. Once he checked that, he was like, what, man, you see how people will be controlled? You see, you have the tools. You go to your clinical back office. There is a link there that is showing that COVID-19 is a scam or whatever, is pandemic. Boom, get the link. Boom, boom. Those are your tools. And then you give him time. And then you go to the next person. Forget about him. You already have him on track. Leave him pending. Go to the next person. And do the same. Before one day pass, within 24 hours, you come back to those people that you were already chatting with them. You start asking them, what do you think about what I sent to you? What do you think? Did you find it useful? We need to share. Of course, they will share. And now, you can now ask a permission that, okay, can I call you on video or something so that we get to know each other better? Don't be in a haste. People are skeptical when you come to them. So do not be in a haste. So tell him, like, do you want us to, maybe I can call you on Messenger or, I don't know, Zoom call, so that I share with you some of the things that we are doing to save humanity. I want to share with you some of the things that we are doing, because we are a community, you know, we have our own system. See, let me tell you something. You need to be sharing this thing from your heart. You are doing heart-to-heart discussion, heart-to-heart. If you are not doing it from your heart, he will notice that you are not doing it from your heart. It's like you are up to something. But tell him that, you know, when I think about humanity, how the community of 300 want to destroy humanity, I am sick. I am sick. I feel like something needs to be done. And we have been trying to do something in our own way. We are actually going our own way without any violence, with love and respect. And I want to really discuss this privately. I want to have a call with you. Let's talk about this. Let me show you how we are going our own way, how we are avoiding the evil system. You know, you tell him that, you know, they have a plan to microchip us. They have a plan to microchip us. Control from the link that I've given you. You see how they want to microchip us. So for that reason, we are going our own way. For that reason, we have something that we have been putting together, our own private community. I want to invite you to listen. Let's have a call. Let's have a video kind of call. Let me present to you what we are doing. Boom, boom. You got one. Sign up already. That is it. And now when he comes in and is ready to listen to you, you can now go and bring in the mass adoption team or the Rotuto program, and you present that to him that, look, this is what we are doing. We have a system. We have our own currency that we are creating as a community. It's private, and we don't want to be microchipped. That's why we are creating this from ground up, and we want to do things our own way, because the time will come when if you are not chipped, you will be microchipped. Sorry, if you're not chipped, you can't buy or sell. You can't buy or sell. You can't do anything. So therefore, we are doing our own things our own way privately here. And I really want to invite you to join us if you really don't want to be vaccinated or if you don't want to be microchipped. So I want you to join us. Boom, boom. You already have a sign up, man. There we go. And you now tell him that you can receive funding, have $1 million within a year from now if you are an active member. And you now start asking you, how do you become active? How will you become active and all that? And before you know it, boom, boom, boom. You got it. You got one, man. So that is it. I'm done here. I'm done. Now, so I'm done for today. So let's take your questions and answers. And let's hear your reaction, question, answers before we go. Thank you. Let's start with Aholu, Richard. Unmute. You need to unmute? Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
I have understood everything today. I thank you for your advice. I hope you follow what you said today.
It's all about
Invite
practice.
more people. I have my brother. I invited them, by they are all police, and they are saying it's a scam and it's whatever, so they are not interested. But I'm still convincing them and bring them in.
No, you don't need to convince them. That's the first mistake you are doing. You don't need to convince them.
Okay.
Go after the people. Listen, let me advise you. Go after the people that don't know you. The people that are closer to you will waste your time.
Okay.
So I've just given you tips how to go to Facebook. We have millions and thousands of millions of people on Facebook. Go there.
Yeah.
From the tips, before you know it, you will be sending a whole bunch of people.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'll do exactly that.
Yeah, don't waste your time on people that are they know you. They'll be wasting your time for nothing. Okay, who do we have here for any contribution or reaction from what I just explained? Yes, we have M&A maintenance. Unmute.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Mr. I'm on the line.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, good afternoon to everyone. This is Mohamed Ali. We are much pleased I'm having you today and I'm sharing, giving us tips as to how we can carry on this project. My question I would want to ask is that it has to do with just the question that my brother just posed, that most of people that we meet, they are complaining that the TBC and then our project is scam. So how as you being our leader now, how do you advise us to maybe to scams, and how do we convince them? It's very important that we get to know about it, because it's something that it's bothering us more. So if you can maybe, directions or how we'll be able to convince them. Yeah, thank you.
Sometimes, let me give you a simple example. When I joined TBC, my family did not join me. My family didn't join me. And my family, we assume that they are the closest people we have. They didn't actually accept it. But do you know that when they ask me money today, I tell them, come, let me register you in TBC, you make money from there. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that many of you are going after the people that you know. And your presentation matters. The way you are presenting the TBC matters. Before they say it is a scam, what are you telling them? Are you just telling them that, okay, put money here and make money tomorrow? Is that what you're telling them? What are you? Now, from my presentation, did you hear me talking about TBC? All the presentation that I've given you, did you hear me talking about TBC? I didn't talk about TBC. I did not. So what are you telling them? That's the question I'm asking you, M&A maintenance. What do you tell them before they start saying TBC is a scam? What do you tell them? Because you can't start it by, it is free. So where is the risk? It's free. Where is the risk? And there's one thing you should know. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Listen. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. So put that in your heads. Right? That's why I'm telling you that if you touch 50 people per day, only 5 might show interest. Only 5. So you should understand what I'm talking about. So if you are touching 3 people per day, you have 0 results. 0. I mean 0. Let's be realistic. I'm telling you out of experience. If you are talking to 5 people, 2 people per day, you have 0 results. Go to 50, 100 per day. Good. You have 10 persons interested. Before you know it, 5 will sign up. You make money. You make $100 per day. It's not small. So some will, some won't. So what? Next. Just put that in your head. So when people tell you it's a scam, don't waste your time. Tell them. But what you need to do now is that what? Do things differently. Maybe let me give you a small tips. You can take one of them to a nice restaurant. Like my friend, maybe he's a police. You can take your friend policemen. They like to eat and drink. Take them to a nice restaurant and let them eat and drink. And maybe a very nice and a very clean restaurant. Let them eat and drink. And you now tell them, you people are now eating and drinking. Do you know where that money is coming from? When I ask you, when I present to you an opportunity where you can change your life, you are refused. Now you are eating and drinking. Do you know where that money is coming from? It's coming from the TBC. And they will start telling you, please tell me more again. What were we talking about? Tell me, explain to me again more. That is it. That is it. Start, if you were wearing a shirt for, I don't know, maybe 10 Ghana cities, increase the level. If you're wearing, maybe start wearing a shirt for maybe 20 Ghana cities. And they'll start like, man, the way you are looking these days, sometimes take them to a place where they are doing you some massage, where some very nice, beautiful girls are just massaging you, and they want you want to relax, you know. And now let them sit down and see how they are trying to massage you. Yeah. And you say, you think that this money is coming from where? It's coming from TBC, right? Yeah. Maybe some will call you and like, please, I need some money, or maybe I'm difficulties. There is no salary. Say, salary has not gone through. Oh, sorry. I have some supplementary money. I have some extra money from TBC. So you refuse to join. Thank you. Go have a nice lifestyle. So you have to change the way you comport, the way you package yourself. It's a whole package. It should be different. Now they'll just be following you like this, like honey. That's how it is. So when they say it's a scam, leave them. Just package yourself. The problem is not them. The problem is you. Repackage yourself. In fact, repackage. That's what I can tell you. Okay, let's hear from Dr. Doris. Unmute. I'm seeing your hands up. Dr. Doris, unmute. Okay, while we wait for Dr. Doris to come, let's take Addison. Addison.
I'm here, I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Good, I greet all of you.
Thank you.
It's a great tip for us.
It's kind of choppy.
Yeah, the network is chopping.
Yeah. Dr. Doris, are you there? It's kind of choppy, your network. Maybe you can just type on the chat. On the chat, let's
for a good life, lots of that well. Personally, even my children in the same house didn't believe me, but okay. I forced. I told them to just register for free, and they are still registering. I'm getting people on board for free.
Right.
They said we should pay anything. We will not pay. Your money has been locked there for 3 years. So you didn't get anything, so we will not pay. I said, you leave. You hold on. The day you will pay, you will know. if they say come for $5,000 and pay only 200 Ghana cedis, will you take it or not? I say, hey, are you sure? I say, yes. So I am still hoping, and I'm seeing something big there that they're going to receive. So I'm still telling people to just join for free. And by the end of the month, I know some of them will pay and pay and pay. So thank you so much, Mr. Mbe, for all your tips and interesting things. We are hoping to apply them and get more people, because I know if we get more merchants, we can go far.
Right. Yes. And Dr. Doris, I want to say something before you finish.
Yeah.
Now, you see that we have some restaurants in Ghana that are accepting TBC, about 40%. Yes. You can take John Wood can take you to that restaurant and let them eat.
Yes, I saw his picture.
Once they eat, go pay with TBC, and you start telling them, you see, I'm paying with TBC. You have eaten.
Good. We are going to apply that.
Right.
And their minds will be open. I'm praying they will see the future as how I'm saying today.
Right.
And I'm happy for all that John Wood and Agbeko. Right. Michael, you are my man. I'm happy for all of your tips and your help and your explanations. Thank you all. Thank you, Admi. Long life to you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Dr. Doris, for that wonderful contribution. All right, we have Normal Addison. Still want to say something?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Yeah.
Okay.
In your presentation, hello. In your presentation, apart from people on Facebook, we talk to our friends and family, and people we know. And of course, most of the people on Facebook, some of them are still our friends. But from your presentation, we are saying that if we can concentrate on people on Facebook or people we don't know, it will be better. So are you saying that we should actually concentrate on those people and forget about family and friends and so on? Number two, in a presentation, sometimes because of the questions they'll be asking you, they want to talk about TBC. But your presentation, you didn't talk about TBC, and that is good. My question is, at what stage do you talk about TBC so that they can actually understand you and join us? Thank you very much.
Yes, it's actually breaking. I hope I got the point. You are asking about the people on Facebook. I'm telling you that the people that know you, they are going to waste a lot of your time. That's what I'm saying from personal experience. But if you know that you have friends and family that are business mind orientated, they are business orientated, that's good. You go for them. Okay, you go for them. But majority of them will turn you down and you start feeling bad. But I'm telling you the truth, that majority of them that knows you, they might turn you down. They might even want to take a long way before they even sign up. They might take like a whole day just to sign you up, just to get you on board. So you would decide and go where it favors you. But I'm just telling you where there is high possibilities, there are high chances. Okay, because your family can be interested. That's good. Sign them up. I'm not saying that don't sign up your family, but just know that majority of them, they might waste your time for nothing. And at what level will you talk about? At what level will you talk about TBC? You would talk about TBC. TBC is already a movement. All right, it's a movement, and it's a private digital medium of exchange. So by the time you now sign them up, you can now sit them down and explain in details what we are doing. All right, when you sign them up, you cannot start going and saying TBC is this, TBC is that. No, it is a movement. Explain the movement and the objective of the movement first. That's what is important. Find a common ground to start a discussion, break even, or talk something that can permit you guys to exchange words. And then later on, you take them to your movement that we are doing. And then before you know it, sign them up. That is it. So once you sign them up, you can now explain TBC later. Okay? Addison.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's go with Prosper. Prosper.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody. And good afternoon to our great leader, which I used to call him Mr. Special. You are special to all of us in the community. In fact, see, I'm telling you, since your face have appeared in Ghana, it means your leg is also on the way coming to Ghana.
Yes, so
get ready. We cannot wait to have you in Ghana.
Right.
Anyway, we are very grateful to have you this afternoon. In fact, some of us, we've been following you for all this while, and your leadership and your education, like this morning, somebody was asking, when are we going to continue with our moon training? The training to the moon.
Right.
You see,
right.
You are such an inspirational person to all of us in the community. And we are very grateful for all that you are doing for us and all that you are teaching us. Like I said, we are taking it in faith, preparing ourselves, and we'll soon go out and do what we are supposed to do. Well, one thing I just want to say is there was a lady, Dr. Doris, asked a question. What I will tell her is that you should just look at you. When somebody is asking about what is TBC, what can I benefit in TBC, Mr. Derrick alone is an example. If you don't know, personally, I have most of his video, his beginning and where he is now. TBC is real. Yes, TBC is real. TBC is our birthright, and we have to embrace it to the core. A family, as you said, let me also just chip in to that level. Talking about you said we can leave our family and focus on business minded. To that, my brother, it doesn't mean we should ignore our family.
Of course.
But it's an encouragement. Because some of us, when we came into TBC, or let me say, when we had a free gift and admin gave it to us, we registered most of our families for free. But today, how many of them are the one that paying their admin fee for you to get a bounty? You present it TBC to them, they don't even want to accept it. But if you make a move and you go out, you talk to business minded, you sign them up, you benefit from them, they embrace it. So then, future, those that are sleeping cannot believe it. Like you said, they will come out and come and pay their admin fee hugely, but they will get less TBC. You understand? So TBC is real. And Mr. Imbe, we are very grateful. Welcome to Ghana. We want to see your face, that natural leg in Ghana. Thank you very much, our great ambassador. All right.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Prosper. I appreciate. All right. Let's hear from Pastor Isaac, our prayer warrior.
Yeah, anyway, for the first time, we have hosted you in Ghana.
All right.
This is a virtual hosting, and we can't wait to host you physically. You're welcome. Yeah. Actually, I've been following, though, because I'm driving, I'm having a very bad network. Admin have taught us how to watch a long video, like 30 minutes in 30 minutes. So I'm using that procedure, and I'm able to capture everything that is going on now.
Wow.
Yeah, so one contribution I want to make so far as TBC is concerned is majority of my colleagues are still expecting some kind of money to be allocated for merchant promotion. In fact, that is exactly what majority are hoping for. All of us, some time ago, were hoping to see that kind of stimulus package to support merchants who will be accepting Kringles. But we have come to realize that we are the admin and we control the coffers.
Right.
And admin has been very transparent to the extent that the monies he even sent to the IT manager, he gives us the copy of what is going on. So we all pay our admin fee, 50% go to the sponsor, and 10% goes to a rotator, 10% go to Goodwill. How much is left? And the rest for servicing of the IT and payment of the workers behind the scene. In fact, in our little analysis, if you want to put calculator, nothing will be left at the end of the day.
Okay.
So if we expect there to be a stimulus package for those who will be accepting Kringles, where will that money? Meanwhile, admin have told that there's no a pool of money there. So we all have to agree that it takes critical thinking and wisdom to convince the merchant to accept it. And it also takes a ton of trust, because you don't need to convince someone to take our Gandhi, though it's very weak in the whole world, one of the weakest. But you don't have to convince someone in the United States to accept Ghana cedi, because there's trust that this thing is money.
Right.
So at the moment, we wouldn't need the whole world to accept Kringles.
Of course.
Within the merchant promo, the little advice is that we, those in TBC, even if we will build that trust, the rest will join us. Let's begin accepting TBC among ourselves. If you have a company, roll it out and let's broadcast it. You accept. Me, for instance, I operate a private school, and I am going to accept 30% TBC in my school.
Wow.
Another person accepted TBC. Yes. Another person accepted TBC in hardware, like the gentleman that is selling building materials.
Right.
Gradually, we'll be able to convince the whole world to come to consensus that our money is money. And the moment we establish that trust, that's all. When there is trust, people will accept it because they trust it is money. So currently, let's all agree there's no a pool of what admin can do will be maybe some kind of Kringle bonus. When someone accepts TBC as a merchant, he'll get some Kringle bonus. In fact, for the Kringles, we have them in millions. But for other dollars, we don't have a pool of money. So my colleagues will agree. If we all agree that the merchant should be given some stimulus packages like money at the end of the month, then we have to all cough it out. Let's all come together, brainstorm, and find out where we'll get that money. Then admin can implement. If I'm building the software to give people money, it's not difficult. Getting the money to sponsor people that will accept the Kringles is very complex. So, but the strategy we are using is not difficult at all to convince someone because, in fact, publicity is very expensive. We, those in business fraternity, we pay sometimes over let's say $1,000, $2,000 to $3,000 a month for publicity. So if someone agreed to do publicity for you free of charge on this platform, in fact, it's enough to bring the merchants on board and other ones. The merchant himself can also join and benefit from the rotator. I think these are the things we have to, by now, convince ourselves and know that it will work. I believe the way things are working. In fact, TBC, especially with the launching of the new blockchain or this in the updated wallet, in fact, it will take us far. I just want to add my voice to this meeting. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you so much, Pastor Isaac.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have another person that wants to contribute before we go? Michael, I think we are good for today.
Yeah, I think we are good for today's training. Let me see. Okay, we have the last person here, Justice.
Okay, Justice.
Please, you can come in briefly. We've exhausted more than the 1 hour. All right, Justice, please, you can come in, sir.
Okay, that from next month, for once to be qualified for next month's mass adoption team.
Come again?
Please come again.
Saying whether next month the merchant who will be coming on board, who will be signing up, are they supposed to pay the admin fee so that we will be qualified for the mass adoption team A?
No, they must not pay the admin fee. Even the free merchant will count.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay, who else do we have? All right, I think that's that, Michael.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks, Michael, for giving us the opportunity to be with you. I think Michael will run up the meeting. I will meet again some other time.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mbe, for coming to the Ghana community. We said we appreciate all your trainings and your effort. And remember, let us remember that the recording will be available. So maybe immediately it's done, I shall post it on the platform and it will be on my YouTube channel too.
That's fine.
So please, once again, Mr. Mbe, we appreciate you. And we can say today's meeting is so awesome. Since from the morning and this afternoon, the Ghana community, we have taken a double dose, and we shall work with it. Thank you. See you all once again in our next training, which is on Thursday, same time. And we are hoping to invite Mr. Mbe again, and that shall be announced.
I really hope so.
In fact, Mr. Mbe always has to be with us Tuesday with admin himself.
I hope so. It's not easy. I hope so.
Thank you very much.
Let me meet everybody.
All right. Bye now.
Let's all be muted and say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Fantabulous.
It's fantabulous.
Fantabulous.